In this lecture, we will look at how to create a pie chart. So go to Show Me and hover over pie chart, and you can see it requires one or more dimensions and one or two measures. So at the minimum, we need a dimension and a measure. We are going to create a pie chart of sales by segment. So let's go ahead and pick segment, drag the pill over to columns, and then sales pill over to rows. By default, Tableau creates a bar graph for you, but we need a pie chart. So hover over to pie chart and click on pie chart. As soon as you click on the pie chart, your pie chart is now created for you. And you'll notice segment and sales are gone from here and they appear in the card section. Let's look at what this means. Segment is part of the color, which means different colors of this pie represent different segments. Hovering over them will show you this is a corporate segment, and this is consumer segment, and here is your home office segment. Then sum of sales is represented by an angle, which means the percentage of a particular segment's sale represent how big that angle is. It takes the whole area as 100% and then figures out what percentage of sales are for each segment and then decides how much area to color. That's what pie is representing. Additionally, it also uses sum of sales for the size. Size represents the size of the total pie. By default, it automatically puts the size here for your initial sizing of the pie. If you have to resize the pie, you can simply click on size and change the size by using this. We are just going to leave it at default. Now when hovering over, you will notice it shows segment and sales. This tooltip is automatically created by Tableau, which you can change if you would like to. The tooltip card is right here. Clicking on the tooltip card will open up a window where you can change whatever you want this tooltip to be. So let's go ahead and click on it. And here you can see it. It's segment and sales. Let's say if you want to change the font, the size of the font, make it bold, add certain other values, you can do that here. Just to show you how it works, I am going to select this and make it bold, as well as change the font size, bigger font, bigger size, just to show you how this works. And click on OK. And now when you hover over it, you can see how bigger the size in the font is. If you do not like it, you can always go back. Let's say you want to also add a label so that we know which portion of the pie represent what segment. Then all you have to do is take the segment and drag it over label. Now you got the labels for each of the pie. In addition, if you also want to see how much sales are for each segment, then you can take sales and put it on there. Now you can see sales for each of the segment. What if you want to see the percentage? Because that's the whole purpose of pie, right? You just don't want the numbers. You want what percentage of the pie are each and every segment. In that scenario, we have to change sum of sales label. In order to do that, you have to change the sum to percent. And there is built-in functionality within Tableau that will allow you to do that. Click on the label which has sum. There is a little arrow that shows up. Click on it and then go down to quick table calculations, because what we're doing is we are calculating the whole sales and then figuring out what percentage is this particular segment. So you do quick table calculations and then percent of total. That's what you're trying to do. What is that particular piece, the percent of total? Click on it and here you have it. Now you can see home office is 18.7%, consumer is 50.56%, and corporate is 30.74%. There you have it. This is how you make your pie charts. Go ahead and rename your sheet. Let's rename this sheet. Right click, rename. I'm going to call it sales by segment and then give the name of the chart that I'm using. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to rename your workbook as well and save it. File, save as. I'm going to call it Untitled Tableau class and save it.